video, culture shocks, food. A lot of odd meats, odd flavors, spicier than you expect. A food like duck neck and pieces of meat that you don't recognize. Pork tastes different. It's just the season, and well, yeah, they do eat different things that we're not used to, like chicken hearts. You're not used to eating that, I know, but you can give it a try. See if you like it. So lots of different foods here for sure. Another culture shock is the pollution. As you see in the background, it looks misty. That is not mist, that is just pollution, unfortunately, and that's how it most of the time is. So that's why you have to buy one of these masks when you go out, and it has to have this little thing right here, and it has to also have something like 9.5 or 95, 99, something like that ratio. It has a measurement in the box that you have to check, and it definitely has to be a 2.5 something. You'll see it in the box when you start buying them. The point is that it says that it grabs particles that are that small, and when you face this type of pollution, it's much better to catch all those little particles. That's one thing, and then you'll learn to miss the sun. You'll learn to also miss the days when it's clear, and you will feel your throat have some issues. At least for me, I have now, I feel mucus building up in the throat, and I have to go all the time, especially when you walk outside the streets. So it's what it is, unfortunately. Another one that comes with pollution, I don't know why it happens, but it happens in a lot of cities that are not the big ones, and that's people spitting or clearing their throat. So you're just walking randomly, just having your day, and then you hear and that happens often, and then you also hear a very loud it's just how it is. Not criticizing or saying everybody does it, but you will eventually hear it, and I just want you to be prepared for when that happens. So I call it the monsters, because when you're walking in the night, you'll hear that and please turn around, because you will see the spit flying into the floor. Yeah, it's disgusting. It happens. Now another one is, well, people will want to take pictures of you because you don't look Chinese to them. They'll know you're not from here, and often they will come and speak to you in English instead of Chinese. This is nice because sometimes they say hello and you'll be like, oh, finally someone who speaks the language. Another thing, you will have kids coming into you that parents tell them, oh, like, go over there and speak to him in English, say hello, say how are you, say what's your name. And this happens as well. Little kids approach you and you see the parents over there just watching, like pushing them, like, come on, go. It's up to you. And then you will also have strangers taking photos of you. They just wanna, I don't know why, it seems like it's a contest. Whoever has the most pictures of all the foreigners wins. Don't know what they do with those pictures, but it's something that happens. Another thing is, they will want to touch your hair. They will want, if your hair is different than theirs. At least for me, I have hair here in the arms, and I remember I was buying some food at a restaurant, and the chef was like pointing at my hand and then pointing at his arm, and his arm is hairless, mine has hair, and I don't know what he was saying, but he was like, making a comparison. For other people, it's actually the head hair. For me, oddly enough, it's the arm. It's just China. Now, you will get friends easily, but be careful. It's a bit strange because you will also get strangers very interested in you quickly, and they will want to add you on social media or get your number. I don't know what happens. I never accepted the invitations to hang out with them, but it does happen. Like last time I was in the store, and as I bought my groceries and came out, there was this guy who started talking to me and then added me and everything. At the end, he is a doctor, and he was telling me, if you need anything, health check, blood, whatever, this and that. Can I trust him? I don't know. He did show me his social media page, and it looks like, yeah, he's a doctor. Still, I haven't accepted to hang out. And then there was parents of children who also want to add you, maybe to teach the children or just to practice themselves their English with you. And then you're like, yeah, I will also practice my Chinese. Still haven't done that. I haven't responded that way, but that happens as well. I accept and hope to one day actually communicate, but my life is just to be seen, and that's how it is. That's how it is. I'm looking here at my notes. Oh yeah, the phone will pay everything. So your phone is your wallet, and it's everything. You go to the store, you pay with it. You grab a taxi, you pay with it. You often the taxis don't accept cash. I mean, they do if you have the exact amount, but if you don't have it, if it's a big bill, they have to go get change somewhere. They have to stop, or maybe they do have change, but often not. So that's one thing. Now your phone, also make sure you have battery or external battery with you, because you will, if your battery dies, you're done. Your phone has the translator to speak to people, and your phone has the maps to know where you live, and it has an application where you can grab a taxi, and without speaking to the driver, you can tell him where to go, even before he picks you up. It's called Didi. So it's like an Uber. Your phone is very important. You just don't lose it, and if you can, always walk with an external charger, or make sure you leave home with all the battery on it if you're not gonna make any long trip. It doesn't matter then, but just take your precautions. Once your phone is out, you're done. It's a bit, you remember that no matter how long you've lived here, you still haven't learned Chinese enough to get back home. So it's a bit. How about another thing here? Well, people are all very nice. I don't know if I already mentioned that. They're very helpful, amazing. I haven't had an issue really. Even when I don't know Chinese, they try their best to understand. And the first days when I didn't know anything and I wanted to order something, they would take out their own translator and we would speak through it. Many times they would just point at the pictures or point at this, and they would do some sign movements. Do you want this type of meat or this type of meat? You can make a type of homemade chicken. And they're very helpful people. That's the good thing. And sometimes they bring someone else who speaks a little bit of English in the restaurant, and they can help you out too. When you're out in the street, I don't know a specific example I can think of right now, but they are very helpful people and very nice. It's very rare to get a person who is angry with their life, which has happened to me only once, and I can count it, but that's amazing. It's only been once in the whole 4 months that I've been here. And let me see here. That's it. That is it. Enjoy China. Just know what you're getting into. It's a different culture, but it's a nice culture. Another thing is that the cars there's no... there's rules, but no rules. You drive on your own. Try not to die. You go out of the house, and if you're crossing the street, you kind of have to walk with God, because they don't stop. I mean, they will if you stay there, but the point is that you keep walking as the cars keep coming, and they're gonna dodge you. As well, if you drive on the bicycle or in the motorbike, the same thing. You just like swivel around people, around cars. I mean, people appear out of nowhere. It's a bit chaotic. No, not a bit. It's pretty chaotic. I almost crash every time, about 4 times every time I go out. That happens often. You're always in these situations where you're about to crash into someone, and you press the brakes, or someone is about to hit you and you have to like move. Happens a lot, but it's part of the experience. If you like the wild east to feel, that's how it is. I don't know how it's in the bigger cities. I think maybe the traffic is lower, but at least in the smaller cities, that's how it is. People almost crash you, but it's fun if you like to dodge things and go do your thing. So another thing that I just remember is there are rules, but you make your own rules. It's pretty weird. So last time I went to a restaurant, the restaurant had a sign that said no smoking, and right on that sign there was 3 people smoking. And then there's the driving, you're not supposed to do U-turns, and I see cars doing U-turns 24/7. On the streets, there's like a fence that you're not supposed to cross to the other side. You're supposed to go to the traffic light, But I see people walking I mean, jumping that fence, and then I also do it. So it's like there's rules, but you make your own rules. You get me? It's weird. Yeah, there's a risk. I don't know what's the risk though, 'cause I never see anything happening. That's why people keep doing it. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Bye bye.